My name is Brad Cawthorne, and I am the team leader of the Real City Group. We have bought and sold hundreds of homes, making dreams come true for all of our happy clients. We utilize our team's size and unparalleled knowledge of the local real estate market, tech tools, and aggressive marketing strategies. We believe that success comes through a commitment to results. Hey everyone, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell, and we'll get into our tip for today. Today we're going to talk about pricing your home accurately, and I can't express how important this is. The first step of pricing your home for us on the real estate side of things is we'll perform what we call a comparative market analysis, or a CMA for short. What we're trying to look at here is we're looking at all the homes that have sold in your area, anything that has attempted to sell but failed to, and then we look at the active listings. The reason why we took such a heavily focused approach towards the sold and expired is that's going to really tell us what's happening versus what's potentially happening, right? Because the active listings are only going to show us the properties that you're going to compete against out there in the market, which is still important. The things that we're trying to look at when we're comparing your home to other properties are in the solds, we're looking at the sale price, we're looking at how many days it took to sold, and any price adjustments that took place during that period. Then we're going to look at comparing your home size, the lot size, the beds and the baths, the age, any special features of the homes, and then of course any updates. What we're going to do is we're going to create a spreadsheet, and then we're going to compare these, and we're going to make adjustments to the prices of each individual home until we come out with what we call an average that we can then apply to your home based on all of those similar features. The reason we do this is it's very, very rare that we can find two homes that are completely alike. There's not an apples to apples approach with this, so we have to make those adjustments. Why this is so important is that first impressions are everything. The price and the value of your home need to have an equilibrium. The reason for this is that you may price yourself out of the market. On the MLS side of things, we will do a safe search for us agents who are trying to monitor specific areas, because we know we have a buyer that's kind of sitting around, they're not actively looking, they don't want to receive properties, but we want to also keep abreast of everything that's taking place in the market. And then we have our buyers who we also have set up on safe searches, and for them, they're going to get auto notifications of any new properties that come onto the market. So if you don't price your home right, because typically people will set their boundaries within their area to what market value would be, their agent would assist them in doing that, and then they would receive your property if it was priced within the right threshold. One of the things you got to kind of consider in doing that is kind of no goofy pricing, right? So that's that 553 or some lucky number where you're priced usually just outside of a threshold. So the thresholds we typically put at the 50 or the 100 mark, right? So if it was 550 or 599, that sort of thing, you're going to meet within somebody else's threshold. The importance of this is that you want to get the most people to your property as possible, because you want to get people that are excited about it, and you want to get people to allow their competitive spirit to take over. Some of the dangers if you're overpriced is that your home ends up looking stale, and that's the last thing you want to do, because then people have this automatic perception that there's something wrong with your home, and so they won't actually come and look at it. Typically, if your home makes it to say the 2-week mark and you haven't had a showing, have had little to no traffic in your open houses, then you are definitely overpriced. And then really if you hit that 30-day mark or beyond, then your home starts looking like that stale that we're talking about, and you're going to have a really tough time selling it without making a price reduction. If you do decide that you're going to have to go the price reduction direction because you have initially overpriced it, then what you're going to want to do is do what we call as a cancel relist. That's where we'll take your home right off the market and then we'll relist it. The reason that we do this is we want to wipe out the days on market so that when you come back to market, it's going to show a big 0 on there for you, so that you don't have people going with that assumption that there's something wrong. Obviously, from the realtor side of things, we can go back into the history of a listing. We can take a look and we can see that it was previously listed, but it takes a lot of work, and it's from a notification perspective, and at first hitting, it looks like it's fresh to the buyers that are out there. Some of the other things that you're going to have to consider is that you may miss out on a pocket of buyers when you initially overprice. If you do that, then you end up seeing your neighbor's house sell before you. So you want to make sure that you're priced competitively with the other houses that are on the market, and make sure not to miss them and have them going and purchasing other properties when they could have been purchasing yours. The other thing is if you end up in a scenario where you're reducing the price too many times, this kind of shows a weakness and it takes away any type of negotiating power that you have, and we don't want to do that. One big myth that I would love to dispel is that you can underprice a home. You definitely cannot underprice a home for a couple reasons. The first being that if it's priced low enough and you have a strong buyer's interest within that marketplace, then they're going to compete and they're going to drive that price up for you, and you're going to end up getting the price that you probably wanted. Whereas if you price it too high, you're kind of eliminating a good chunk of the potential buyers, and you're going to struggle to get the one person that is willing to purchase it to come up to the price that you want. Whereas if you had a competitive, then you can allow them to bid it up past that point. Another thing that I think is a myth that people don't understand is even if you priced it low to try to generate that competitive spirit, if it's lower than what you're willing to accept, is that you have to sell. Another thing, if you end up in a multiple offer scenario, you can reject all the offers. You can say, no, that you guys haven't met the price and I don't want to work with them. Or what the best thing for you to do would be to maybe deal with one or multiple offers. Remember, you can only deal with one at a time, but you can counter the price. If you do this verbally initially before you go to paper it, it can be done in a lot quicker time while still kind of managing the other relationship with the other realtors and buyers on the other end of it. If that it doesn't work with the offer that you've chosen to go with, that you can quickly go back to them and then get the price that you were looking for. Thank you for watching. I hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions, any comments, any suggestions for future videos, I'd love to hear from you. Just say hi in the comments. If you're thinking about buying, selling, or investing in real estate, please contact us and we're happy to offer a free, no obligation consultation. And before that next video starts playing, make sure to hit subscribe, ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye for now.